Y'all don't see me live here, but today we were down here at the Capitol for Harrisburg's Capitol, and I just want to see what was going on here, see if we can find what's going on. There's supposed to be some congressmen speaking down here about the opening up of PA, so I'm just down here to see what they're saying, what they're going to do, see how it's going to go here today. So it's a rather cloudy day, a little bit of sun, or a little bit of cloud and rain. But this is the state capitol building. We're right here at the state capitol of Pennsylvania, and we'll see who speaks out here and who talks today. We're gonna try to keep live as long as we can, in case anybody wants to have fun with us. This is Becky and George here. They're enjoying it. Everybody, so just here at the Capitol. Wait and see. They're gonna start getting a little bit more people out here. So we're a little bit early, so it's supposed to start at 12, I guess. So we're just a little bit early. We'll see how many more people show up here, and hopefully the rain don't get us. So it's been raining all morning, so we'll see how it goes. So they got the podium set up here. They'll be getting ready to start soon. Oh, they'll get ready to start soon. We'll see. Oh, sorry about all the shaking there. These are in the states are doing these open state rallies. So this is one for Pennsylvania. As you know, I'm in Pennsylvania, so the people are, I guess, trying to get the states to open up and start back in business. So we're here. I'm just here to see what's going on. I'm not here to protest or anything. So I'm just here just watching what's going on and just bringing you the news live here today. So. You see this gentleman right here in the gray jacket over there behind George. That's one of the senators for PA, and he's one of the ones that's wanting the PA to open up here. So like I said, it's raining, so I don't know how big a crowd they'll get today. They got city buses running. City buses running down and around.
They don't want anybody to.
Did they change the time on this or anything? Are they still same time, right? Still same time, right?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted. It's a road right down below the state capitol here, so I don't know. This is State Street right here. The street that's down in front of you here. That runs down into the runs down to the Susquehanna River there. Well, it's 12 o'clock though. Whew, I'm trying to keep that from going there too. Okay. Like I said, we're just right down here in front of the Capitol. The Pennsylvania State Capitol's right here, and we're going to be live until they get started here. See if we can capture it live on video here. What's going on today? Got the police over there. They're kind of watching what's going on. I don't know. There's going to be music here, so I don't know how that's going to work. But we're live, so we'll see. It's up here like this. Here, there we go. Freedom ladies, handing out flags. How you doing? I'm doing a video. And what's going on?
Here for a flag?
We'll hold one for you.
It's supposed to rain all day.
Up until 3. There's another little cloud coming through yet, is what they said.
What?
Another storm, another little piece of clouds coming through yet. I think the rain kept a lot of people away today.
Yeah. It's a pretty good mouthful. Make a difference.
Yeah.
You want to,
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
we have the barriers up from all last week.
Oh, all last week. We just came this morning, we saw a and said, man, they don't want us going up our steps. They don't want us going up our steps.
Oh, you have a way open to get up there. We were up, worshiping the Lord.
Okay.
It's in his hands. It ain't in, what's his name? The other.
It's not in the governor's hands, for sure. He wants to make it, he wants it to be in his hands.
They should open the whole state, I think. So all these little businesses are losing money.
Yeah. Well, Senator was just out here. I don't know where he went to. Oh, he's over here on the phone back here behind you. So, the senator's him, can't remember his name. It starts with,
He's Morris or Genesis?
he's Morris. for us, I guess. He doesn't like what he wants to open up the state.
Oh, he does too. He wants to open the
He
state.
wants to open the state, yeah.
I'm gonna see what's going down on.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Oh man, I love this figuring out. We're still waiting on this rally to begin, so just holding out here. It begins here in just a few minutes. It's been slow to get started here. Well, the crowd's getting a little bigger. Bring a few more people in. We're live in downtown Harrisburg. This is the Open PA Rally. He's supposed to be coming, the senator's supposed to be coming and speaking at 20 after, so I don't know what time it is right now. That's probably a couple of minutes from now. Trying to keep protected from this wind and rain out here. comes the senator right here, coming across. See more of the crowd there. Not too big a crowd out here today, but the weather probably held up some people from coming today. It's been a rainy day, rainy Pennsylvania morning.
Actually, I was at Pittsburgh, my headquarters. And I was
once again being attacked not by a virus or illness, but by the powers that govern over us. We the people have a duty to stand up and to protect our freedom. I would like to do a prayer, if that's okay with everybody. Dear Lord, my Heavenly Father, we come to bow our heads in respect to you and thank you for our great country. We enjoy the blessings every day living in this great country, whose blessings came to us at a high cost. Lord, we come before you today and this Memorial Day weekend, remembering our country's heroes, both dead and alive. We want to honor the brave men and women who gave everything so that we could be free. Please stir our hearts, Lord, with patriotism and thankfulness as we think about our country's treasures lying in the graves beneath our nation's soil and the soil of lands far away. We lift up the precious families and friends of those who gave their lives for their country. We ask that may you bring them peace and comfort. May all of the men and women who are in the armed forces feel appreciated, and may you protect them each and every day. In your precious name, amen.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Matthew Foltz. I'm an admin of End the Lockdown and Running Wild and Free. And I just want to thank our governor, retract that. Sorry. I would like to thank our great senator of Pennsylvania, the 33rd District, for agreeing to come and speak to us today to not only bring awareness and guidance through everything that we're dealing with, not only in Pennsylvania, but throughout the world, but to honor all the men and women in our military, those that have gave their lives for our freedom. And that's a price that a lot of us can't give back. But now's the time that we should stand and fight. And before I welcome our senator up here to talk, I thought it'd be a great idea for us to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
and liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, Pennsylvania Senator of the 33rd District.
Always great to be here with fellow patriots. Really fantastic. You know, I'm a bit torn, and I can't believe how quickly we fall in such a short period of time, and how few are willing to stand and fight. And you think about the sacrifice on this Memorial Day is honor those who lost their lives, who gave the last full measure of devotion, as Abraham Lincoln said in Gettysburg on November 19th, 1863. And so quickly our rights are surrendered and eroded away. And how many people of our neighbors and friends and acquaintances are willing to oppress us with their version of how to live our lives, and they want to meddle and tell you, put on your mask, social distance, and even some members in our law enforcement are being complicit in this instead of just driving by, going in and harassing store owners. And, you know, when I was serving in Iron Curtain as Lieutenant Mastrian in the 80s, along the Czechoslovakian German borders, I never imagined it would fall so quickly. That was something so far. That was East Germany. That was the Soviet Union, not the United States of America, which stood for freedoms and justice, your right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so this is what happens when we just stand aside. So it hardens me that I've seen so many of you so many times over the past couple of months. But for us to have to come together for this reason here, for our basic freedoms and rights here, really breaks my heart. It shatters my heart. You think about the lives that have been lost, our forefathers and foremothers, going back to the revolution to today, and then the ongoing war in Afghanistan and elsewhere. And so what are we fighting for if not for freedom and right? And for our right to come and gather, to worship. You know, churches are afraid to open. They might have liability. The police might come. Can you believe that's America? Can you believe that's Pennsylvania, the very same state where the light of liberty was lit in 1776, where a new birth of freedom was secured at high price and blood at Gettysburg in 1863. And so it does me good to see brothers and sisters. And as Shakespeare would say, you know, we happy few, we band of brothers and sisters, those who stand by us today in the cause of liberty, I'm paraphrasing now, will be always members of our sisterhood and brotherhood. We'll be bonded by the ties of freedom and standing for what's right and good and just. I'll ask you to remember where your elected officials stand today. Not where they're going to stand next week when we start winning or the week after. Where they stand today. When they start bandwagoning with us, we'll welcome them on board. But remember where they stood when we needed them in this dark time to be bold and courageous, but instead cowering in the corner. My own county, like 2 weekends ago, all the senators and reps of Franklin County signed an awesome letter, and one member of our commissioners declaring our freedom from the color codes. We said we're leaving red phase, and we repudiated the other colors. Why should a governor dictate how we're going to run our lives and businesses? It's not up to him. He should not have that power. We've never had a more powerful governor in the history of this Commonwealth, going back to the founding of it in 1681 under William Penn, and that's not hyperbole. He picks winners and losers. He declares you and your businesses and livelihoods essential or not essential. You know, he's going to launch his bureaucrats to take away your license if you have a state license. He's going to send law enforcement to harass you. He's going to break up crowds or peacefully assemble. You know, hey, you have to social distance. What is going on? I can't imagine this. But be heartened. We few. We happy few. We band of brothers and sisters. And people like you and me standing together in unity for what's good and right and just. We're going to take back this Commonwealth, and we're going to take it back quickly. We're not going to stand aside. His emergency order is running out, by the way. And I'm heartened by what the House did yesterday. They passed House Resolution 836 to end this order. We need action in the Senate. There was a lot of talk about it. Are you tired of talk? As a retired Army colonel, I see many veterans out there. You know the deal. When you're in the service, you deliver results, right? You're talking. That's for people outside. Get it done. So I'm pressing, and there's many other senators on our side. It's not just me. I don't want to there's a lot of senators out there pushing really hard for this here, but you got to keep the pressure up. And that's where you have peaceful ways in this constitutional republic. It's not democracy, it's constitutional republic that you leverage your power and your rights as a free people. Do you feel free though? Yeah, I don't feel free. So that's why last weekend, last Saturday before Sunday, I posted your constitutional rights from the Pennsylvania Constitution and federal U.S. Constitution here on your right to worship. And it cannot be infringed upon. It cannot be impeded. It cannot be restricted. The Pennsylvania Constitution says, for whatever reason, cannot be trampled upon whatsoever in modern terminology. Not even in a pandemic. You know, William Penn was very keen. Obviously, he wasn't alive when our Constitution was crafted, but his legacy influenced not only the Commonwealth, but the entire nation. He converted to a Quaker, so passed his denomination in the 1600s. His dad rejected him. He was thrown in jail for his faith, so when he came over here and found our Commonwealth, he wanted to make sure that you had the right to live your life as you saw fit, without the fear of being tossed in jail. And that's reflected in our Constitution here in Pennsylvania today. And that's why so many churches just opened up on Sunday. They said that's enough. If people want to stay home, if you're elderly and you have a condition, stay home. We'll do it over video, but the rest of us, I want to gather in fellowship because we already had the governor take away the class of 2020 senior year without any scientific reason to do that. He's taken away our celebration of Palm Sunday, of Passover, of Easter, of Mother's Day, now Memorial Day, and thank you, Matt, for putting this together here. Where are you, brother? There you go. Thank you for stepping up and doing this here, not letting our veterans, or those who gave their lives the last 4 months of devotion, thank you for not letting us slip away. And so it's people like Matt here that just rise up and say, we're going to do this. I had a family in Chambersburg just write me the other day saying, hey, we heard you saying that a lot of cemeteries won't have flags planted on soldiers' graves. And they went out and bought 900 flags to get it done. So people like that here are making a difference. So let's not be afraid of the darkness anymore. Let's stand against the lies and deceit. You know, the father of microeconomics, his name was Dr. King, and this is what he said here, and this is good advice for Wolf. Wolf, are you there? No, he's not there. Missing in action. You know, how dare he call us cowards? You know, when was he shot at for freedom? You know, when did he put on the uniform? Those who don't disagree with me are cowards and running from the fight here. The man is missing in action. He's AWOL. He's derelict. He's not at his post of duty. We'll use military terminology on him right back at him. You know, where is he?
Dereliction of duty.
What's that?
Dereliction of duty.
Dereliction of duty. Where is he? Should be at his post, working hard for us. I don't know where he's hiding. What's that?
In Biden's basement.
This is why I love you guys here. You know, most of the times when I talk, it's like my Facebook page. We start interacting with each other. It's fantastic. But isn't that how it's supposed to be? I stand above no man or woman. We're equal citizens here. But it seems like our leadership here in the governor's mansion and the secretary of health here are ruling by edicts and proclamations in violation of our constitutional rights. Are you okay with that? I know our forefathers, you think about the World War II veterans out there and how much they sacrificed fighting determined enemies around the globe. You think about those in Korea pushing back the communist surge across from China. And think about those who sweat it out in Vietnam, only come home to an ungrateful nation and turn its back on them. I'm talking generally. I know many of us embrace their ultimate feedback, but generally the culture was against them. And they struggled with that rejection. And after watching so many of their friends die in combat and sacrificing so much in a terrible area of the world to fight, it's nice to vacation, but not to fight. But, and then on and on and on, all these wars since the Cold War, and I see so many heroes here, global war on terror. But to watch all this happen is slip out of our fingertips, it can't happen. And so we got to stay determined and united. Galatians 6:9 says, don't grow weary doing good, because in due time you'll receive your reward. We got to stay the course. I know some people, we're going almost into 3 months of this now. Can you believe this? In 2 weeks, it's going to be 90 days of this whole disaster. And yet the science behind it all proved to be wrong. So let me wrap up what Penny said. Penny said, when the information changes, my opinion changes. What do you do? Governor Wolf, missing in action. The information has changed. It's not as bad as you said it was going to be. It's not as bad as CDC or your Secretary of Health has been out wrong on almost every issue. So the information has changed. Why haven't you changed your opinion? Why haven't you looked at the bonds of change off of us here? In any pandemic, this is not the first pandemic in world history. I mean, the Romans dealt with this constantly going back 2,000 years ago. Israel, King David dealt with that almost 3,000 years ago. Come on now. Normally, in a pandemic, you contain and quarantine the sick and you protect the vulnerable. Why is he keeping us all in chains, the entire state of 13 million? And if he approves of your situation, using subjective interpretation of data, he'll grant you, the king will grant you permission to move to yellow phase, which isn't much of an improvement anyway. But it kind of is a little bone, throw to the dogs out, to the peasants out there, he treats us like that. The serfs. And that we're a free people. You can't do that to us. How dare you trample on my freedoms and your freedoms? Yes. So I say, let's walk as free men and women. Let's walk that, and let's act like that. And, when the self-appointed do-gooders yell at you, just rebuff them back. Mind your own business. You can wear a mask if you want to. And by the way, Governor Wolf, that's no law. I didn't vote on it. And he comes out with his doublespeak last week because I published that article saying it's not a law with facts. As John Adams said, facts are stubborn things, Governor Wolf. And no, it's not a law, and you can't mandate it. And he comes out and, it's not a press conference he holds there. It's a press announcement every day. There's no press for that room. He has his little staffer reading questions filtered. And, hey, is it a law to wear a mask? I'm not an attorney. Don't ask me, but if my words are law, consider that. No, your words are not law, Governor Wolf. You would think after 6 years of being our governor, he would actually know how the system works. We should, remember that those Saturday morning cartoons there, how Bill is created? It's, guess what, Governor Wolf? It goes through the House and Senate. We vote on it, and it goes to you. So, no, your words, you're not king. You're not King Wolf the First of Pennsylvania. He's acting like I hate to say this as a senator, but I'm going to lay it out there. He's acting like a petty tyrant. Last week we voted, I'm going to back up, why do I say that? That's a strong allegation. Last week we voted on legislation to reopen real estate. The House and Senate. We're getting it done. The governor turns around there and vetoes it, and then several hours later issues his own proclamation reopening real estate. How petty and ridiculous is this? This is just because he has temporary powers here, I think he's abusing it. Do you think so? Yes. Actually, I know he's abusing it. What kind of governor does that? What's that? It feels like it, brother.
Communist.
I hear you. Okay. So, our Declaration of Independence says in 1776 you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Do you feel like you have the right to life? The governor has a war on the elderly and the unborn. All elective surgeries were canceled 3 months ago. No elective surgeries. All hands on deck. We can't expose our healthcare professionals to the virus. So your hip surgery, your dental work, anything you have, pain, your back surgery is canceled for those. Your kids' braces are jacked up. The dentists are afraid to go and work on it. They're going to get in trouble because the king says so. But we're going to allow abortions to continue. So he's got a culture of death on the unborn. Then, on 18 March, our dear Secretary of Health, the least qualified person in Pennsylvania's history to be a Secretary of Health, with a specialty in pediatrics and focus on eating disorders. Where's it? No policy experience, even admitted. But we're pressing on here in this whole situation, and then our Secretary of Health issues an edict on 18 March saying elder care facilities, long-term facilities, you have to take back COVID-19 positive patients. And so they took them back, and the only thing they got right in this pandemic was that the elderly were the most vulnerable. And guess what? Why would any person with a mind and a half a brain give this order to unleash COVID-positive patients back into these homes here, resulting in 2/3 of our deaths and 70% of our cases statewide here? Wow. And then under cover of darkness, the secretary runs out, this is like the grossest form of insider trading you can imagine. It's morbid. Runs off, takes mom out of a facility, rushes mom off to a suite outside of Harrisburg here with 24/7 care. But your moms and dads, your grandma and grandpas, aunts, uncles, brothers and sisters, they don't matter a thing. Why couldn't the secretary come out and say, in all honesty, look, we're concerned about the safety of your elderly, those in the facilities. If you can take them, please take them for a couple months here, and things will be better. But instead, takes that insider information here, runs off with mommy, but the rest of us don't matter. And then is asked that same day. That was the day after I called for the secretary's resignation, right here, by the way. I didn't know. We didn't know that. That was Monday. I'm calling for resignation just for due incompetence and medical malpractice and sheer stupidity. And the next day we find out that it's far worse than we can imagine a thing. And that dithering response that the secretary basically, we're special, you're not. And I don't know how Pennsylvania can endure this much longer. So it's time that we just walk as free people. We stand together shoulder to shoulder and fight for these good causes in the peaceful, constitutional way that we do. But it takes endurance. It's a marathon. Because so many of us have stood aside for so many years and allowed people like this to get elected to office without any qualifications, skills, or without the heart to serve our state. So we got to stand, we got to stand together. What did Benjamin Franklin say during the American Revolution? If we don't hang together, surely we'll hang separately. We got to hang together because everything is at stake. We don't want to be the people, as Ronald Reagan warned in 1961, saying that if we don't do our part, I'm paraphrasing here, but if we don't do our part, God forbid, in our sunset years, we're sitting on a porch with our kids and grandkids telling them what it was like to once to be free. But we can't do that. So now it's our turn. In 1787, Benjamin Franklin was coming out of Independence Hall, Philadelphia, and he was encountered by a lady, Mrs. Perkins, and goes, "What do we have here, Mr. Franklin? A republic or a king?" Usually we got a king. And Benjamin Franklin said, "A republic if what? If you can keep it." Now it's our turn to keep that. Are you ready to keep it? Let's do it. And so I'm honored to be here with you, and I just thank you guys for all that you're doing. Thank you, Matt, for making this happen here. God bless you guys, and God bless our state. Let's keep fighting the good fight for freedom.
How about another round of applause for our wonderful senator from the 33rd District? Thank you, Senator. We appreciate you. I want to thank everybody for coming out today, even though it's raining. If you'd like, I'd like to open up the mic. If anybody has anything that they'd like to share, if they'd like to say anything about a loved one that passed serving us in the military in remembrance, you're more than welcome to come up here and speak. The mic's open. But again, thank you all for fighting the good fight and being out here in the rain. I mean, it really shows a testament to the people that are strong, that are out here fighting in the rain. So again, I thank you, and continue to good fight. Any rallies that you can support, definitely do it. And thank you again, Senator. We're following you, and we're behind you all the way. Thank you, Senator Marciano.
I want to specifically thank our community board members. Because I was born in the United States speaking English, I was able to get a cushy job teaching protected that and are protecting it still. So I want to specifically thank the Korean War vets for the wonderful life they made possible for my students and the wonderful time I had there that they made possible for me.
Well, this is down here in front of the state capitol of Pennsylvania. They're holding an open PA rally. And this is one of the senators that was speaking here today. So not a big activist, but we just want to come down here and show our support for this senator. He wants to get the country back open, get it back running again.
She's still trying to get medical care. I'm trying to call everywhere to get her the proper help, and she's still not getting the proper treatment. One of my biggest concerns is this is socialized medicine. Who is in the right? What's the right?
What do you want to do?
I want to go get cheesesteak. Who gets surgeries? Who does not get surgeries? Who gets certain medical
Cheesecake? Let's go get a cheesecake.
We need to stand up, because if we don't, we're going